What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. Big Dog Brett. Thanks so much for tuning in. Don't forget to hit like, subscribe, and share. Oh man, it has been a long day. Long day. I'm going to attempt to change out this camera real quick because this camera setup is not that great. So bear with me just a second here. We're going to general. See, hopefully we don't lose anybody. So I'm going to stop camera a second. There we go. Okay. Sorry about that. The other camera was not doing the colors right. It just looked bad. So made a slight adjustment there. So we're gonna go with this for now. It'll be all right. So see if I can get a little more light in here. What's going on, Nate the Great? Happy birthday. What's up, Zephyr Roth? Jaden Stewart. What's up? Between the trenches, how to do, sir? One of our resident members. Thank you, Ring Light. Thanks for being here. I got so much stuff on my desk, guys. So much stuff on my desk. So I'm gonna change over to another camera just so you guys can see what I got going on my desk. Here we go. Did I do it? I guess we'll just go back to this one. Whatever. Don't know. Hashtag professional. All right. Trying to get this thing ironed out because that's terrible. Let's try a different setting here. Oh, it's a little better. All right, guys. Still seems a little bright, but it'll be all right. All right, what's going on, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. Today we're going to be doing a top 10 list, and we're going to see if we get some other people in here. Not sure why the color and everything is off on this. I don't know if it's StreamYard or the cameras or what, but it does not look the way I want it to, but I'll deal with that later. Was getting my little girl to sleep earlier, so I didn't have time to come down here and get everything set up. So it is what it is. All right, so let's see here. I'm going to go ahead and throw out the invite to the stream here. If anybody cares to jump in, feel free to do so. All right, let's get that out of the way. Okay. All right, guys. So the rankings came out yesterday, I believe. Might have been the day before. We're gonna get a few other. We'll get some other people in here to talk about it here in just a minute, and then we'll kind of go through what I think, the coaches poll, the AP poll, my poll, and we'll see what we come up with here. So yeah. But for those of you who don't know, just kind of an update. Looks like Stetson Bennett has been injured. Apparently, he was injured on Monday with a lower back strain of some type. Currently, JT Daniels is injured, so we don't know if he's going to be playing Saturday, and we don't know if who's going to start. We don't know if it's going to be JT. We don't know if it's going to be Stetson. We don't know if it's going to be Carson. Also, still really have no idea what's going on with Eric Gilbert. I have my suspicions. The birthday boy. What's going on, man? Happy birthday.
Thank you. I have my teams now.
No, what you got, man?
Uh, well, I think uh the rankings are pretty decent right now.
Okay.
But in my top 10, I have, this might surprise you, but I have UCLA at top the 10th.
Okay.
And ninth, uh, let's see, uh, Ohio State, eight. Uh, what are games that? Uh, uh what do you think? I don't really do these top tens, but could you try to help me with these top top ten I have? Or
Well, sure. For me, when I look at the top 10 teams, I look at the coaches AP poll, the
right?
coaches and the AP poll, and then I also kind of look at who have they played, how did they look when they played it,
Mm-hmm.
and who they were playing, um, is a huge factor. So if you're winning games by 30 points, you win every game by 30 points. I don't care who you're playing.
Right.
That's a pretty solid performance.
Mm-hmm.
So I've got a different mix in here. Now my
Right.
mix is well, let me see. Hold on one second here. The best way that I can explain my mix is that I base everything that I'm looking at on who they've played, right?
Yes.
No, so when Georgia played Clemson, the really close game, both
Mm-hmm.
top teams in the country. You expected a close game. Everybody expected a higher score than that. But at the end of the day, somebody had to win that game. Happened to be Georgia. So you've got to put that right now as probably the best win in the country.
Right.
Now, did they win the game? Yes. Did they look dominant? No, they didn't look dominant. But when they played week 2 against UAB, they looked absolutely dominant, both
Yeah.
offense and defense.
I
So
actually
that
thought UAB could compete in like in the first quarter, but I was kind of wrong on that. But I
well,
mean,
that's just the way that goes
I
sometimes.
know.
But with mine, I'm going to start with my top 10 position and work my way up.
Okay.
So the coaches and AP poll, if you haven't seen that, is Penn State at 10, Ohio State at 9, Cincinnati at 8, Texas A&M at 7, Clemson at 6 after their loss to Georgia, Iowa at 5, Oregon at 4, Oklahoma at 3, Georgia 2, Bama 1. Now, I agree with a lot of that to an extent, but I'm going to start at number 10, and I'm going to say I agree that Penn State should probably be at the number 10 position. They're 2-0, looking to move forward. I get it. But Texas A&M really struggled last week, and at times were losing that game against a team they should have absolutely dominated. I moved them down to 9. Now, coaches AP polls got Ohio State at 9. I've got Ohio State at 8. Now they've got
Yeah.
Oregon. They've got Oregon moved all the way up to the number 4 spot, which is an
No.
8-spot jump.
No, I think that's a little bit too high, to be honest.
Yeah, Oregon at 4 is super high. For me, until I see a little bit more,
Yeah.
I'm going to put them at that number 7 spot.
Yeah, I'll agree with that. Yeah.
I think a 5-spot jump is pretty strong.
Right.
And then the next team I have in there at number 6 is Iowa. I'm big on the Iowa Hawkeyes this year. It's a really gritty team. They play tough. They don't necessarily light up a scoreboard. And They don't necessarily put a ton of yards on there, but the way they play football is impressive.
They play like Steelers, to be honest.
Yeah, they play pretty tough.
Yeah.
Let's see here. Sooners are not that good at all, says Nick Beef. Johnny Bolton said rain could change our game plan. Some Brett, I agree, but I mean, if we have to line it up and hand it off every down, I'm pretty comfortable with that.
No.
What's up, Keith?
Sorry.
So I'm gonna throw in my next. 1 second here. I'm gonna throw in the next team. at the number 5 spot,
Mm-hmm.
I got Oklahoma.
I mean, that's
I can't put Oklahoma any higher than number 5 right now.
right.
I feel like that performance against Tulane, it could have easily have lost that game, and this is a team that's never beat a top 5 school.
And
To play it that close, I feel like, you know what, you're probably a number 5 ranked school. Considering Tulane was displaced for an entire week, couldn't even play in their own stadium. I think number 5 is fair right now for Oklahoma. The AP poll moved them up a spot. Excuse me. I know they blowed them out this last game, but still, number 5 for me. Now, I'm going to catch some controversy over this next spot, but I'm big on this team this year. I guess we lost Nate. I'm big on this team this year. I think this team can really do well, and that's Cincinnati. I've got Cincinnati at the number 4 spot. I think this is an awesome team. They've scored over 40 points both games, dominate both appointments. They allowed 14 points the first game, 7 points the second game. So they're averaging 10.5 points a game, or only allowing 10.5 points a game, which is pretty strong no matter who you're playing. So I think that's pretty impressive. That's, in my opinion, one of the better, more well-rounded resumes for this early in the season. Now, if we jump over to the number 3 spot, I've actually got Clemson. I think Clemson is going to continue to run the table. I think they're going to end up in the number 3 spot. If Bama continues to win, Georgia continues to win, and Clemson continues to win, I think Clemson's going to stay in the number 3 spot. They played Georgia to a razor-thin victory. I mean, Georgia barely won that game. So they played that game so close, and it was one mistake on one play that cost them that game. They very easily could have won that game. So I'm not going to sit here and say that they're not a top 4 ranked team. To me, you're ranked number 3. Georgia obviously at number 2, and then Bama at number 1. And depending on how the season goes, depending on how Georgia and Bama place out, I very well could swap places with those guys. Yeah, I get, it's because you're a Georgia fan. I try to be objective as I can. Georgia already has a top 5 victory under its belt. Depending on how Florida and Alabama play, and then how Georgia and Florida play, will give me kind of a litmus test as to what I can base that on. Also, we'll see Georgia and Auburn, Alabama. So that'll give us another litmus test. So to me, it's going to be weighed out. We're going to find out for sure who's going to do what. Now, yeah, I understand you could probably mix a few of those around. I'd say, if you want to swap around Iowa and Oregon, I'd say okay. If you want to swap around Oklahoma and maybe Cincinnati, okay. I mean, this is still early season. It's hard to really nail this stuff down, to a fine art. But at the end of the day, this is a top 10 list. It's going to change every single week. But based off of what I've seen so far, Georgia's offense was killing it last week. Georgia's offense has given up 1.5 points. Georgia's defense has given up 1.5 points per game. That's absolutely incredible. I don't care who you play. Even if you're playing secondaries, you're playing second, third string, doesn't matter. That's impressive. We threw 1 pick six in one game. That's it. So, and those were both thrown by guys that were not the starters, or shouldn't have been the starters, I should say. That's also with Georgia down a ton of players due to injury. So that could very well change here pretty soon. We get those players back. Georgia could look even more dominant. Would like to have some of those star wide receivers back for some of these incredible quarterbacks we have. So that'll make a big difference. Bacon says, y'all pray for my hubby, Dancing Dan. Got a big one Saturday, and I'm hoping for a big one tonight. I have no idea what you're talking about. I'm not sure I want to know, Megan. I'm not sure. I'm not sure I even want to know. The color on this thing is killing me. It's driving me nuts. The color looks terrible. And there's no way to adjust it. There's no way to adjust it in StreamYard. I wish there was. I really wish there was. Well, y'all pray for Megan Megan's husband, I guess. It says connection is fairly good. If you're on Wi-Fi, I'm not on Wi-Fi. I'm plugged straight in, like directly with the Ethernet cable. What are you talking about? All right, guys. So some of the other stuff that's going on in college football right now that you got the top 10 out of the way, some of the other stuff that's going on in college football. There's been some talk about how Kirby Smart is handling the game between Georgia and Clemson, Georgia and South Carolina. South Carolina playing back in Georgia for the first time since they beat us last time in Sanford Stadium, and where they destroyed the hedges and they got pictures of their hedges in their teeth and all this other stuff. And that's not uncommon. That happens pretty often. If you beat a team like that, you see stuff like that all the time. I think the thing that kind of had a little bit of an edge to it was the fact that the head coach at that time was Muschamp, and Muschamp was Georgia alumni, and so it was kind of like, dude, you should have known better. You should have told your players not to do that, but they did it. And next year we went there and we absolutely beat the bejesus out of them. So apparently, some reporter asked Kirby Smart if he was just going to use that as motivation for players for this game. And he said no. He said, we're not really going to focus on that. That was more of motivation for last year. That was more about them than it was about us, or something like that. So I think the other part of that is Georgia. It's not smart for Georgia to try and use that as motivation, because the coach that did that, which was Will Muschamp, is now one of the coaches at Georgia. So you're going to try and get these players fired up to be mad at players that some of them weren't even players for the team at that time. A lot of them weren't. And the coach that did that is currently on your staff. So, yeah, Kirby Smart didn't say any of that. That's just my speculation. But I can see why that would be, something that you didn't necessarily want to try and chase down. So, anyway. Shane, thank you for the super chat, sir. Says, thanks for the show. Fire Coach O. Go Tigers. So pretty soon they probably are going to fire Coach O. I would probably say it'll be after the season. Yeah. So there's something else I have done for you guys. Let me go ahead and get this fired out there and put out there. We're going to make a little bit of a change to the super chat setup. So I'm gonna go ahead and throw in the. Let's see here. Give me a second here. Whew. Let's just do this. Sorry, I'm trying to get some information up real quick. All that bulletin board stuff is nonsense. It all goes out the window at kickoff. I don't know. I don't know if that's necessarily the case. So I'm going to post something here for you guys. If you want to use PayPal, you can use PayPal. I've had some people ask about using PayPal. PayPal doesn't take any cut of the super chat. Like, for instance, when Shane, I appreciate the super chat, sir, and he wanted to send me $5, which is great, and I appreciate that. I'm flattered anybody would want to do that. But YouTube takes about half of that. So that was really like you sending me $250, which is great. I'm thankful for it. Very flattered for it. But if you want to send it straight to me, that's the PayPal one is I would get more of it. So, if you felt like you wanted to give me $5, that would be the way to do it in the future. Or $2.50, $1 million. I don't care. Anything you guys want to contribute is greatly appreciated, and it's very flattering and humbling. So that's the PayPal link. I'm going to start posting that. I'm probably going to add it to something somewhere so it scrolls across the bottom. Let's see if I can do this. There we go. Yeah, like that. So, yeah. Melissa says, hey, Brett and chat and roll tide. Football. So, yeah. There's some great games coming up this week. Let's talk about some of the stuff on the schedule here for this coming up week. I'm going to kind of give a little bit of a breakdown on some of this stuff. I'm not going to go through all bazillion of these games. It's not going to happen. There is a Thursday night game. There's a game tomorrow night between the Louisiana Raging Cajuns, who are no longer ranked, and Miami of Ohio, or Ohio of Miami, or however they say it. I do think that Friday night there's a 7:30 game, the UCF versus Louisville. I think that'll be a pretty good game. I'm pretty sure UCF is going to absolutely trounce Louisville, so I'll look forward to that. Number 3, Oklahoma is playing Nebraska. For those of you who don't know, Nebraska is going to tote the giant L. Gonna be a lot of mad Nebraska fans. I'm sorry, y'all. When the game kicks off at noon and the team is ranked number 3 that's playing you, it's gonna be a bad day for you, Tater. I would not be surprised if Scott Frost gets fired sooner rather than later. They are known for not keeping a coach around for very long if they can't produce. At the same time, you've got number 7 Texas A&M versus New Mexico. This is an opportunity for Texas to try and get some things turned around. They desperately need to turn some things around. Texas A&M, not the other Texas. I don't know if the other Texas can get things turned around. And listen, if you're one of those Texas fans out here who thinks I'm ragging on your team, I'm not ragging on your team, guys. I'm just trying to call it like it is. I'm not trying to be rude. But every single year, did they fire Scott Frost already? Let me check that out. Maybe they did. I'm just going to type it in. 2 days ago, Scott Frost may be fired by Christmas. Scott Frost may be fired by Christmas, out by Christmas. There's like 4 different places saying out by Christmas. So I don't know what that means. It pretty much means the end of the season. Pretty much he'll probably play his last game and then yeet, he's gone. I also saw something on social media where somebody was asking about the word yeeted. The word yeeted I thought was hilarious. We use that word kind of often around my house, which I can't believe it. Nobody else is doing that. It's a term that comes from some of these younger people like my daughter, who's 15. I have forgotten the password. I'm going to have to have them resend me a password. Melissa says Bama versus Florida 52-24. Bama, and Georgia versus South Carolina 45-17. You really think South Carolina's going to score 17 points against that Georgia defense? Come on now, Melissa. I don't think Florida's going to score 24 on y'all. I really don't. I had that conversation with somebody today. And I'm going to tell you right now, I don't believe there's any way in the world that they're going to score 24 points on y'all. I think Nick Saban's going to be out to make a statement. He's going to stomp one and walk it dry. That's just what I think is going to happen. So when I see that pop up, I'm pretty sure that game, I don't think they're going to get 24 points. I don't. Oh, man. What's going on here? Reload. All right. Miguel says Gators win this weekend. Mark my word. Freshman QB in the swamp and some bad blood after a close loss in the SEC championship. I agree. They'll be lucky too, Melissa. If they score 24 points, they'll be dead blame lucky. I'm pretty sure they're going to start. They're going to start with Emory Jones, and when they start with Emory Jones, that's going to be a problem. That's going to be a problem. I'll go ahead and tell you. I don't think that Emory Jones is going to be able to do anything against that defense. I'm trying to get logged into some stuff here. Y'all bear with me. Let's see. P. Digit says Finkel is Einhorn, Scott Frost is Jim Harbaugh with less resources. So the real question is do you guys think Jim Harbaugh can actually beat Ohio this year? Is that what you think? Is that what you think? Checking on some stuff right now. There we go. Apparently I bought something for $126 a while back. I didn't realize it, but I'm sure I did. I'll go digging and find out what it was. Miguel says, I think Alabama can cover the wheel route, so we might be in trouble. Yeah, I'm pretty sure they can. They got some of the fastest guys in the world on that defense, guys. That defense is pretty stout. What's up, Bulldog JC? Let me get rid of this real quick. Let's see. Scott Frost's going to be fired. Back to the schedule. Cincinnati plays Indiana at noon. There's a lot of ranked games at noon. Like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, all but let's see. Actually, there's quite a few games at noon. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. There's 7 ranked games at noon. Virginia Tech over West Virginia. Coastal Carolina at number 16. Whoever in the world would have thought that the Coastal Carolina Chanticleers would be ranked number 16 and an SEC team would not? It's crazy. And you got number 24 ranked Miami. I think Miami may be better than 24, but not by much. They're going to play Michigan State. I'm going to pick the upset. I'm going to call Michigan State for the win, and then that's going to knock Miami completely out of it. Even though I feel like they should win that game. Michigan State's underrated in my opinion. Michigan ranked number 25. They're going to play Northern Illinois. I think they'll win that game. So, yeah. I'm going to go ahead and throw up this. That's not what I meant to put up there. This is what I meant to put up there. Oh boy, I hit the wrong button. There we go. Whew, that was scary. That's what I meant to put up there. Okay. So really what you got going on is all these schedules are going to change so much. 12 o'clock, you got Kentucky versus Chattanooga. I think Kentucky should be ranked 25. They're going to destroy Chattanooga. Missouri is going to play South Missouri State. They're going to beat South Missouri State. Tennessee versus Tennessee Tech. Tennessee, y'all got to get a win here. If y'all don't get a win here, y'all might go winless. No more wins the rest of the season. They lost 52-14 against Samford. They lost 26-0 against Furr. If y'all don't beat them, man, I don't know what to tell you. Y'all are rated as a 99.5% pick on the matchup indicator. They are giving Tennessee Tech a 0.5% of beating you guys. If they beat you guys, I'm going to talk about y'all to the day y'all die. Day I die. Whatever. When Urban has health crisis, we will know he's heading west. Y'all keep picking on that man. Leave that man alone. He got a heart condition sometimes. Let's see. What else? What other games are we going to watch? Number 12, Notre Dame versus Purdue. Meh. Notre Dame should win that game, but it ain't. I don't know by how much. They do a good job of beating up on these lower teams, but I don't know. You get to watch that for about an hour before Alabama, Florida comes on. I'm going to go ahead and tell you right now that the gap between Florida and Alabama is bigger than 10. The messenger appeared again. I don't know what that is. My phone's on 8%. Durr. Alabama versus Florida, there's a much bigger gap than just 10 ranking points here. I mean, this is not like a number 11 team trying to knock off a number 6 team. This might as well be like an unranked team trying to knock off the Jacksonville Jaguars. I don't think Florida is going to do very well at all against Alabama. What's up, buddy? Hi. Come here. Can you say hello?
Hi.
Can you say go dogs?
Look, the Lightning McQueen.
Yeah, that's my Lightning McQueen mouse. Can you say go dogs?
Go dogs.
You say sick 'em. Tell them. Say sick 'em. Woof, 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 woof.
Oh, the YouTube did when it do the YouTube.
Yeah, that's the YouTube, isn't it?
Look, Daddy's here.
Yeah, you see my buddies there? You want to wave? Look right here and wave. Look right there. See the camera? Right up there. Say wave.
Good talk.
Oh, that's good.
Talk.
Huh?
Little dude.
Who do you think is going to win? You think Georgia or do you think South Carolina is going to win? Who's going to win, Georgia or South Carolina? South Carolina or Georgia?
Georgia.
Okay, we'll take that. You just repeating what I'm saying? Don't touch the microphone. He's trying to touch the microphone.
Hi.
Say go dogs. Can you say go dogs? Quit grabbing the microphone. All right, woof, 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 woof. All right, give me a hug. All right, it's bedtime. Go lay down. Love you.
I'm gonna catch you.
Are you going to take my football? No.
I want to catch you.
Okay.
Oh, I got it.
Here you go.
Oh, thank you.
Thank you. All right, put it back. Are you going to take my dog? You'll give him a hug? Okay.
He also wants Unspeakable.
Oh, okay. He wants to go watch Unspeakable. Fair enough.
All right, come on.
All right, love you. Sorry about that, guys. That's the way we roll around here. Shane said making a kid say go dogs is child abuse. He actually started saying it on his own. Last year he was saying it because we would do the kickoff, and in our house we do it just like we're at the stadium. It was like, go dogs, sick 'em, woof, 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 woof. And he started doing it because I was doing it. So yeah. What's up, Tanal? Yeah, we try to focus on family as much as we can. It's really important to us. We're not gonna have him say roll tide, Melissa, but I appreciate the trying to include him. But I think Alabama has enough bandwagon fans right now. Maybe y'all lose some in the future. We'll see. That is not even the littlest one we got. We got one who's even smaller. She's like 9 months. So yeah, she's tiny. She'll be 9 months and 3 days. So yeah. Tulane versus Ole Miss. Ole Miss. What's up, Devin? Tulane versus Ole Miss may be a game to watch this weekend. Ole Miss, goodness gracious. That may be a pretty good game. There's a problem that I'm going to have at 3:30, and that's Alabama's going to be playing Florida, which that'll probably be out of hand by halftime. Iowa's going to be playing Kent State. I want to watch that. Anytime I can watch somebody beat the tar out of Georgia Tech, I'm going to do that. I think Clemson's going to skin them alive. Ohio State's going to be out looking for revenge between Ohio State and Tulsa at 3:30. I actually do want to see how Baylor does against Kansas. That's also at 3:30. And that's pretty much all the 3:30 games that I care about. But then right at 4 o'clock, you got Arkansas coming on to play Georgia Southern. I want to see how that game goes. Arkansas looked dominant, and I want to see if they continue that trend. Then from about 4 o'clock, that's probably only going to be the only game I'm going to want to watch. I might watch none of these. These are all terrible games. Georgia versus South Carolina at 7 o'clock. That game will be over by halftime. 7:30, Oregon versus Stony Brook. Meh. And then we've got Penn State versus number 22 ranked Auburn. I want to see Penn State win that game, but I got a sneaking suspicion that ain't going to happen that way. I got a suspicion that offense might be too much for Penn State. We'll see. Just joking. I love the family aspect of your show. I appreciate that, Shane. Ole Miss D looked to be improved. It did. Catch up on some of the chat here, and yes, I already know how I feel about our bandwagon fans. I do, Melissa. I do. Bryce Young greater than both QBs combined. Your water boy is better than both of those quarterbacks combined. Aiden Cruz says, Brett, I gotta hold on, sir. You typed a book. Brett, who do you think USC hires as the next head coach? And more importantly, do you think their next head coach comes off of the Georgia staff? I could see somebody wanting to say that maybe Dan Lanning go after that job, but I think that USC is still a little bit kind of high on the list of schools that would hire him. I think he's going to have to take a secondary school before that takes off. He's going to have to prove himself somewhere else first. I have no idea who they're going to get to fill that role. Might see Urban Meyer reach out for that role. I don't know. If Dan Mullen doesn't get his stuff together, he might end up on that role. If he goes out here and he lays an absolute egg against Alabama, he's definitely going to be on the hot seat. And if he turns around and gets gobsmacked by Georgia, they'll probably fire him. That's just my opinion. The reason I say that is because Florida is known for not keeping coaches very long if they're not succeeding in some aspect or another. I mean, McElwain won the SEC 2 years in a row, and the third year he didn't do very well. They fired him on the spot, and I'm like, wow, that was weird. Dan Quinn would be a good fit. You're right. But if you're looking at, if you're part of the athletic crew or director staff, and you're looking at Dan Mullen and you're having a discussion, say, okay, last year we got to the SEC championship and lost. This year we played Alabama again, which was supposed to be a down year for Alabama. Didn't beat them. And then we played Georgia. Didn't beat them. How in the world are you ever going to beat? How in the world are you ever going to win a national championship if you can't beat the two teams in the SEC that are running the show right now? Now, last year, it was Florida was having an up year. But for the most part, it's been Georgia. And LSU had one up year. And it's been Georgia and Alabama. So, and I get people are going to say, oh, Alabama, Florida, LSU, Georgia, and I'm going to get that. But I'm telling you right now, there's nobody who's looking at Florida as being on Georgia's level right now. Nobody. Urban Meyer said he's not leaving the NFL for USC. Well, Urban Meyer also said he had a debilitating heart condition and he was going to retire because of it. And look what he's doing. James Franklin at Penn State. I don't know, man. I don't think he would leave. I don't think he would leave that conference to go to another one. Steve is sending me he just sent me a TikTok and I'm like, I'm doing a live show. This is what I typed. Can Oklahoma impress at all this weekend or not? Probably not. This is a team that, I mean, even if
Daddy,
what, buddy?
I want to come upstairs.
You want me to come upstairs?
And hug you somewhere.
You want to give me a hug? Okay. Okay. Are you good?
Oh, Lightning McQueen glasses.
No, you don't need Lightning McQueen glasses.
Look, that's kind of like perfect.
Okay. You want to wear those? Come over here.
Like perfect.
They fit perfect.
It dude with the no stick.
You want to see?
Look, it's perfect.
You want to see? Okay. There you go. Do you like those?
Yeah.
Okay. Okay.
Look at this.
I think your sister's looking for you.
Not.
Yeah, I think your sister's looking for you because she's ready to go to bed.
Look at YouTube.
Yeah, that's YouTube. I know. You want to wear those tomorrow?
Yeah.
All right, let me see them. You want to put them back for me?
Look, you see your dad.
Yeah, I know. Put them back. There you go. Okay, go see. No, leave the football alone.
I'm gonna fix it.
No, it's not broken. Colton.
Fix it.
Okay, you fixed it. Good job. Love you too. Leave your cat alone.
I love this.
He's into everything. Love you too. Go, 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 go.
I'm gonna go.
Okay, take that cat with you. Woo, man. He had to fix the football. Apparently, he wants to go work for Tom Brady. Oh, that's funny. That's too funny. Too funny. He's a we put him to bed, and the moment you lay him down, he's out. But if you're not laying there with him, he'll stay up as long as you will. He doesn't try to keep himself awake. He just goes. He'll wake up whatever time you wake up. He'll go to bed whatever time you go to bed. He'll take a nap whenever. He just goes. The guy's awesome. Steve, oh, there's Steve. He goes, hey, what's up, Brett? Didn't know you were doing a show. Not getting notified on YouTube. You're not the first one to tell me that. I don't know why it's that way. Little BDB is awesome. Thanks, Bulldog, JC. Let's see. Melissa said he's trying to be out. Yeah. Which QB we lose to the transfer portal next year? I'm beginning to wonder if it's not going to be Beck. Somebody else brought that up too. So it's possible that it could be Carson Beck. You guys want to support the show? Links in the links in the chat over here from PayPal. Also, get you guys to go over and check out the merch store. If you guys have some ideas and stuff you want to add to the merch store, I'll be glad to do it. Still didn't get the hat ordered. I haven't done that yet. I need to do that. Yeah. All right, back to the schedule. Sorry, I ramble. Let's see. Thought I heard him coming again. BYU is playing at 10:15 at Arizona State. By that time, I'll probably be done. Iowa State is playing at 10:30 on CBS Sports Network. Excuse me. They're looking to play UNLV. They're going to try and get some respect back. So you'll probably see a blowout game there. UCLA is going to play Fresno State. Fresno State actually didn't look all that bad, even though they lost to Tennessee. They easily could have won that game, in my opinion. UCLA might struggle with those guys. But Oklahoma playing Nebraska? No, I don't think they're going to be able to blow them out. PayPal link is not clickable. Let me try something. I wonder if I have to do it. Let me try it on here. Yawns are contagious. That is a psychological fact, sir. Let me see. All right, let's see. Sorry, guys, I've never really done this before, so I don't know how to do all this stuff. Request, I guess. Okay, I think I just found it. Sorry, I'm a freaking noob over here. Nope, pretty sure that's not it. Trenches. Stephen Carr says Gunner all in. Bet that. Toss up between Oklahoma State and Boise. That's possible. YouTube has been screwing up with notifications. I've gotten tons of people trying to figure out how to do this stupid link, man. I've never done this before. Invite friends, create an invoice, share your personal profile, text or post your link. So I'm trying this. That. I guess this. I don't know. I need to change. I don't know. Let's try this. You guys tell me if that comes up. All right. LS Scooter says I saw where you won the 40-yard dash in the Slob Olympics. I clocked you at 5.9 seconds. That's cruising for a fat boy. Hey, what's going on, birthday boy?
Not much. Sorry, I left early because I had to go upstairs to do a picture. But
oh, no worries, man. No worries at all.
So yeah, how's your day doing so far?
Well, let's see. Today, drove into the office, got to hang out with some coworkers, got to hang out with my boss. boss gave me a new OGO backpack because I did really good at work.
Yeah.
So they gave me a little bit of a reward there. So a really nice, expensive backpack, which I can use for a number of things. So I was excited about that. And then I had a 10-piece Burger King chicken nuggets for lunch with an unsweet tea. And then I came home and called some customers.
That's cool.
I appreciate that, Melissa. Thank you. For those of you that do support the show, it is much appreciated, and it does help. I gotta make some adjustments.
I had some enchiladas today. My dad's enchiladas.
Enchiladas, man. I love me some enchiladas, man. My wife is a heck of a cook.
Usually moms are really good at cooks. To be honest.
Yeah.
So I have a football question for you. If it's who has to handle QBs if it's not Kirby Smart? Who has to handle it?
We have a quarterbacks coach, but the person who kind of makes that decision is a cross between Todd Monken and Kirby Smart. And usually what they do is they kind of look at what how the guys are doing throughout the week during practice.
Right.
And then they make a determination, usually a few days ahead of time. Now, the offensive coordinator at UGA is Todd Monken. He is the quote unquote quarterbacks coach. Mm-hmm. But there's different things they look at. He's going to talk to Cortez Hankton, who's the wide receivers coach. He's going to talk to Todd Hartley, who's the tight ends coach. Mm-hmm. He's going to talk to everybody involved in that offense about what they see, because they're all out there. They see different things. So when you get an opportunity, right. I mean, you got when you got Todd Monken, they're going to have a conversation constantly between Hankton and Hartley about who's doing what, whether it was a good pass or whether it was just the receiver didn't catch it. And then they make an analysis from there. Can't beat a double or triple Whopper, though. Yeah. 10 nuggets for $1.49, definitely horse meat. Actually, horse meats went up in price. It's probably like cat.
Horse meat? I never tried that.
Horse meat. McDonald's got caught years ago overseas out in international waters with boatloads full of horse meat. They had to dump it in international waters.
Wow.
No wonder. At least that was the rumor. That may not be true, but I believe that was a rumor.
True. Yeah. Yeah. I know you don't really actually. Did you watch the Washington and Michigan game that much, or just although you're SEC homer, just asking if you did or not?
I don't really keep up with college ball. With pro ball, a lot of guys like college and pro. I've tried to sit down and watch pro, but I just don't enjoy it as much as I do college. I don't feel like the atmosphere is near the same.
I meant to say like Michigan versus Washington for college football.
Oh. No, I don't. Those West Coast games usually come on too late for me.
True. Yeah.
So I'm typically exhausted by that point.
Yeah.
So how old are you now, Nate?
20.
20.
Yes.
One more year to go, man, and you'll be able to buy a cold beer on your own.
Yeah. I need I need to go in a few seconds because I need to talk to my grandma or something like that. But if I had to pick a beer to start with for starters, probably Busch Light.
Ooh.
Or is that too strong?
Is he done with it? Just wait till he falls asleep and then we'll take it back. He's hugging up with the little bulldog that you guys saw him grab was actually my grandmother's. So that bulldog was his great grandmother's.
Right.
Just right there on the little placemat. Yep.
So I have to go, but I'm pleased that you let me and Rob or pick
Oh,
up Brett.
anytime, man. Anytime you want to join, feel free, dude.
Yep.
All right. You have a good night, man. I love having guys like him on. It's awesome. That is not the button I pressed. That is the button I pressed. Anybody else wants to join the show here? We got about 10 minutes before we're going to call it a night. Now, since we're on the subject talking about food, don't forget we're going to do the breakfast breakdown. We do that every Saturday morning, me and Trenches, and we're also going to have guests from time to time. I think we're going to have D4 Sports going to come on again. That guy is a walking almanac of information. Guys talking about D4 Sports. Tried NFL once, not as near as good as college. Yep. Brett making a shirt called "All Bow Down to Bama." You know what, Crimson Brave? I will make a shirt. I will have a shirt made that says "All Bow Down to Bama" if you'll buy it. How about that? I'm not gonna buy one. I'm not gonna wear one. But you know what you guys could start doing? You can make bets. You guys can make bets on having to wear the "All Bow Down to Bama" shirt, "All Bow Down to Georgia" or whatever, and then use those for betting purposes. I would be fine with that. What's going on, Trenches?
What's up, man?
Same shirt, different day, man.
Finally got the boy asleep.
What's that?
Finally got the kid asleep.
Yeah, mine was in here in my lap, dude.
Yeah, I know. I saw. Oh man.
Daddy Sim says he'll buy one. I guess I need to put up a shirt on the store that says "All Bow Down to Bama." Lord have mercy.
Yeah, you ain't getting down from me on that one.
Wonder how many people would pay me not to put that on a shirt. Hey, you know what? What I will say about Crimson Brave is that he's here in almost every stream.
Oh yeah.
And, he knows I'm not. He knows I'm not an Alabama fan. He comes in here and he you know, when we first started off, we had to fuss at him a little bit because he was a little rowdy. He comes in here and he's chill. So he wants me to make
Crimson
a shirt.
already knows. Crimson's my favorite troll of all time. He's number one in my book.
He's always cool on mine. He said it's Brett's doppelganger, Trenches. That's my little brother, actually. That's my little brother.
There you go.
That's why.
Better looking brother. That's how it goes.
Well, you know, I can't help that.
The less weathered brother.
Here.
So I just wanted to say too, man. I was listening earlier when you were talking to Nate about the top 10, dude. I'm right there with you, man. I think I put Cincy at 4.
I think you have to.
I mean, they're more than impressive.
Their performance last year against Georgia showed that they had the coaching capability. They've got a lot of players. They're going to keep recruiting players. If you go back 3 or 4 years ago and you say 2021 Cincinnati is going to be ranked in the top 10, you'd be like, get out of here. Right. I also would have said the South Carolina Chanticleers is going to be placed, in the top 25, and I'm like, get out of here.
I'm gonna tell you right now, who is it? The Big 12 that's talking about taking Cincinnati, UCF, and all that. They'd be lucky to have Cincinnati at this point.
Yeah, I mean, there's tons of teams out there that wish they could be Cincinnati. And didn't I see where Cincinnati's going to the Big 10 or Big 12? Big 12.
Yeah, that's what I was talking about.
I think that's good for them.
Absolutely.
That's great for them.
I think it's better for the Big 12.
Didn't UCF go as well?
UCF, Houston. Cincinnati, and I forgot what other team.
Yeah.
Maddie will know. I know Maddie's in the comments, so they'll throw it out there. Do we think Fickle leaves for USC? Man, this is a possibility. I mean, what other good spot could Fickle go to at this point? That's in his region.
ECC says, caution, I have no filter would be a good T-shirt. There's probably tons of those out there, but I can certainly put that on. You know what? I can make one that says, it's football Saturday, caution. I have no filter. I can do that one.
Oh, I like that.
I want to try and keep it, football related if I can.
I told you, Maddie would have it like that. That's how Maddie is. He's like a calculator.
Melissa says, Brett keeps it real no matter who the team is. That's why I respect him so much. I appreciate that, Melissa. Thank you. Melissa will need a baby size one if you make her a shirt. Melissa, I will let you pick out whatever size you want. and I'll let you pick out whatever color you want of whatever you want. So if it's on the store, go out there and pick it out. You can pick out whatever color you want, and we should have something to make you happy once I put some Bama stuff on there. Maddie Sim says Fickle list for USC. He might. I don't know. I'm not sold, but I don't think it's unreasonable. Yeah.
I think Jacksonville's going to be looking for a new head coach. You know, have a couple heart pains, and boom, straight to Trojans.
Every time I see that guy, I can't help but think about Fred Sanford. Every time, man.
It's so true.
Now, see, I think they should have. You should have Urban Meyer play Fred Sanford, but have Coach Ogeron do the voiceover.
Oh God!
Why, you big dummy? That's all what you did.
Whole movies and subtitles.
Right. Let's see. Trenches 445 will wear a shirt.
Oh God, that's the only thing Crimson does that pisses me off.
He knows
that he. I know.
You know what you say back to him? What's going on, Texas Rocks? What you say back is you say this. You go, you wouldn't remember 2nd and 26 unless you were that scared of losing.
Yeah, but you know what the 445 is, right?
Mm-mm.
I'll tell you about it after the show. That's why he knows it's bad. That's why I'm like, keep me out of that. That's some jail stuff.
Oh no.
If y'all know, you know, that's bad.
Urban needs to spend more time with his family.
He's had 6 seasons to do that.
I don't know that they want him around. Man, got a heart condition. He could die at any time on. Hey, Melissa, don't let that get to you. That was Michael Jackson's favorite place to shop too.
You bordering on what the 445 means right now. I'm just letting you know that right now. What's up, Ballard?
Ballard says, "What's up, boys?" Cincinnati has a pretty good track record in terms of producing coaches. Kelly D'Antonio, excuse me. I think Cincinnati would find someone. Listen, they have a good coach. I just cannot get out of my mind that he looks like that celebrity. What's his name? He plays a coach.
The one from Friday Night Lights.
The coach from 21 Jump Street.
Oh, Rob something. I know who you're talking about. He was also in
Rob Riggle. He looks like Rob Riggle.
There you go, Riggle.
I should make a shirt that says Cincinnati's coach is really Rob Riggle.
Fickle to Rickle.
But honestly, he looks just like him.
He does a little bit. I'll give you that.
Dude, he looks just like him.
I mean, a lot of these coaches have celebrity lookalikes. Like, he looks like him. Coach O looks and sounds like Farmer Fran. Dan Mullen and Pennywise are the exact same person. There's a lot of similarities to here.
Dan Mullen. Listen. Okay, so I'm gonna share my screen. I'm gonna share my screen. Here we go. Share screen. Share screen. So, look. Can you see that?
No, I see nothing yet.
You don't see that?
I see the regular screen, just me and you.
All right, hold on. I'm trying to find it. Whoops.
Dan Mullen looks like Cousin Eddie. He does kind of look like Cousin Eddie.
Hang on here. All right,
you
should be able to. Oh, wow.
There we go. All right. I mean, yeah, that's almost a dead ringer.
I'm telling you, man. Listen, these dudes look a lot alike. Like a lot alike. Some people are comparing him to what's his name? Adam Sandler, but I don't see that. I see this guy right here, man. You get back over here.
Huh.
I think, and I have always thought that Gus Malzahn looks like Beaker from
Sesame Street.
Always thought that. They do looks like a muppet.
You know, you got to be able to take your own shots. Who's Kirby then? Kirby's got to look like somebody.
Let me see.
I'm gonna look this up real quick.
You gonna go searching, huh?
Kirby Smart, celebrity looking like.
God.
This is what YouTube turned into, people.
This is what you got. I don't know.
Alec Baldwin. That's rough.
That is rough.
Yeah, they got him looking like Alec Baldwin. If you put in Kirby Smart celebrity look like, you put the two side by side. I mean, there's a little bit of similarities there.
Lord have mercy. You know, did you know that there's somebody who is a professional Kirby Smart impersonator?
No.
Me either.
No, okay. So there's not one?
I got you on that one. Dan Mullen, Cousin Eddie. Yep. Somebody's saying that, who is this? Brett Bielema looks like Rob Riggle. Hugh Freeze looks like John Hyder. I can see that. Butch Jones looks like Frank Sutton. Oh, people's trying to say Gus Malzahn.
Brett Bielema looks nothing like Rob Riggle.
I know. People trying to say Gus Malzahn looks like Kramer. I mean, Kelsey Grammer. Frazier.
Yeah. I'd say Baker's closer.
Yeah.
That's Jim sad. McElwain, you're closer to a cartoon than a real person.
Oh, no. Jim McElwain looks like Jim Bob Duggar.
Oh,
who is trying to say Will Muschamp looks like Christian Bale? What are y'all smoking? All right, this is gonna get out of hand. I got to leave that alone. My goodness.
Melissa Trenches looks almost identical to one of my exes. It's me, Melissa. I made it. You let me know when you're ready to get back.
You're gonna get stabbed, bro. Oh my goodness.
I'm up to 200, Melissa. Am I good enough now?
No, the question is, the real question is she talking about a future ex? That's all I want to know.
Crazy world.
It is a crazy world. Trenches is shoving down cupcakes that gave him. No, I don't think so.
I didn't see that.
Speaking of diets, man, my wife, dude, she got on this stuff called Truvy.
Mm-hmm.
She lost 26 pounds in like a month, bro.
Damn, son. By the way, let the people know about the cups, man. I might have to hit you up for one of those here soon.
Yeah, my wife's making these kind of cups like this. She's making these. She didn't make this one, but this is what she's making. She's got some pretty cool looking stuff she's working on. Also, we're in the process of we've got a sublimation printer. We're ordering the ink this weekend, and then after that, we'll be able to make sublimation T-shirts. So I won't necessarily need Teespring anymore. I'll be able to make custom shirts. Oh boy!
Heck yeah. What's
All
up?
right, Ballard, fix your stuff, bro. There
what happened now?
He just said device not connected.
Okay.
What's up, Bism?
Melissa said maybe. You know, Melissa.
I'm up to 135, and that's fat for 5 foot tall. Hey, I told my wife, and I tell all my girlfriends back in the day, I was like, the best racetrack, all of them have curves.
Well, it's like you remember the Jeopardy with Tom Hanks for SNL? What can a skinny woman do for you? Bleep, bleep, bleep. What is not a damn thing? There you go.
What is not a damn thing? Checking on Dewey Rose, go Georgia, go Dogs. What's going on, Dean? Dewey Rose, where is that at?
Damn thing. There you go. Ballard, do you have YouTube on?
Yeah, you're in the show, Ballard. You don't have to listen.
Oh, there we go. There we go. It was loading on my end. My internet's kind of slow right now.
Right,
so I couldn't hear what y'all were saying.
Where in the world is
How
Dewey
y'all
Rose,
doing?
Georgia? Oh,
Never heard of it, man.
It's not
That's
right
your
below
neck of the
me in
woods.
Gilberton. It's on 85 going up towards Greenville. Man, you're right on the line over there, man. Jeez. Dude, you are a stone's throw from Athens. Stone's throw.
Ballard, no more
Ballard.
asking this, man. What you eating?
Oatmeal cream
Right,
pie.
listen again. Of course it is. Every time I've seen this man, he's eating oatmeal cream pie.
Good Lord.
This dude is
This
sponsored
is
by
the
Little
first
Debbie.
time you see me.
No, it is not.
You damn right.
Say, Ballard. Ballard, dude, what
Yeah.
town do you live in? Or what town are you close to, Ballard?
If you want to go by county, Coleman County, Alabama.
Coleman
The
County,
lake is where I'm
Alabama. All right, let's see.
Alabama. Yeah, that's right.
Let me do Alabama. All right, let's see. Hold on. All right, let's see. You guys have a Walmart there, right? Oh, yeah.
Of course.
You guys got a Walmart. You guys got a Walmart. When you get a chance,
Doesn't everyone?
Nah.
Actually?
they don't have one in Dewey
Yeah.
Rose. When you get a chance, I want you to go to Walmart. I want you to go back to the computer section.
Okay.
I want you to ask them if they have any webcams that don't run off of Steam. Because you got a Steam-powered webcam,
Yeah,
my
my webcam suck.
man.
Yeah.
we got to get you one that I can at least see your face, man. That thing's terrible. My webcams have a problem, so I shouldn't talk too
part
much.
of it
But
might be at least the lighting is better because what I did was, I mean, I've had these lamps, but I figured out because I'd always have the ceiling light on, but it's better if the lighting is like right in front of your face instead of it just shining in the background or whatever.
so this is
At least from my experience.
This is what I would recommend because this is what I had to do. I had to do a little bit of homework on lighting. Okay, so over here to my left is my red floodlight. That's my red.
Yeah.
On that side over there is my blue.
Okay.
Looks like my son cut off my other lights here. But I've got behind my TV monitor is a light. And then in front of that is my ring light. So for me to actually do mine, it takes 4 lights. I have a 5th and a 6th light, but I don't use them all the time. It depends on what kind of video I'm recording as to whether I use them or not. PD just said AOL cam.
Yeah.
Jeez, dude. He said that webcam's on dial-up. Y'all quit picking on him. That's my job. Is that the Nintendo reflection off that oatmeal pie? Hold on now. Hold on. You can't. No.
Wait, what? What? It's all gone now. It's all gone. What you eating, Trenches?
I'm not eating anything. I'm doing a bad habit.
Hey, all I want you to know is don't be picking on the Nintendos now.
So you gotta switch it up though, Brett. You know it's about the PlayStation.
I got that too. I got the PlayStation 1, PlayStation 2, PlayStation. I don't have PlayStation 2. My son has PlayStation 2. I got a PlayStation 3, and I got 2 PlayStation 4s. That's what it is.
And sometime tonight you got to carry me through some Apex.
I'm probably gonna do that here in just a few minutes, but yeah.
Matty Sims says you can't spell DJ Uyunglele without UGA. That's so bad.
Hey,
it ain't in the exact order, but he does have those letters.
that guy's still having flashbacks of red and black uniforms flying at him.
Yeah. You think he's crossed the first down line at all yet?
I
don't know.
Somebody
if he's
else.
hit the marker.
That got through the only touchdown pass of the game.
I don't know what y'all talking about.
It's Timco Bowl right there.
He's beating the hell out of Georgia. Yeah, I don't know what y'all talking about. DJ's beating the hell out of Georgia. Tech this Saturday.
Yeah.
It's gonna be a hell of a good game.
Oh man,
Is that who Clemson's playing?
Yeah.
They playing Tech?
Yep. So that means I'm gonna have to buy a Clemson hat. I told Sea Dog since he can't pick his team and just roll with it and root for his team, I'm gonna do what he does. I got to get me a Northern Illinois hat, then I'm gonna get me a Clemson hat, and like 10 other hats because that's the only game I'm gonna win was last week.
Maddie Sims, I don't know where you found that at or came up with that, sir, but I appreciate you bringing that to my attention.
Look how he spelled that, man.
Oh, Lord have mercy.
Are y'all?
Well, guys,
let me ask
Go ahead.
you.
Yeah.
You gonna be Alabama fans this weekend, considering who we're playing?
Nah.
Who you playing?
We're playing Florida and Swamp.
Listen, my two favorite teams.
Florida.
My two favorite
Florida,
teams.
They don't got no defense.
My two favorite teams is Georgia and anybody playing Florida or Alabama. So I'm happy.
Yeah.
One of y'all's got to lose.
Oh.
I'm pretty sure it's going to be Florida, though. But I was having this conversation earlier with Trenches. I called him, and he told me, he goes, I don't know what to think about this game. And I said, can you imagine if Florida beats Alabama and they're all out there beating their chest, puffing their chest out, and then Georgia comes along and just mollywops them. And, that would really shut them down. But I don't think that's going to happen. I think Alabama's going to go out there and beat the tar out of them, and then that'll be the end of that.
Yeah.
Their souls will be crushed.
What you think about this name? What you think about this name right here? They're now Floria because they ain't got no defense. So we dropped the D out of their name.
No, this is what I think about that. This is what I think about that. You ready? There you go.
Yeah, there you go.
He's almost as good as keeping Gus Miles on.
Lifetime contract. Grantham deserves a lifetime contract for effort.
Real quick, Ballard. We still good on our bet for this Saturday, right?
What was the bet?
The bet was that Alabama would have
one?
a better win. Yep. I bet you that Bama would beat Florida better than they just beat Mercer. You don't remember this bet?
Ooh. Yeah,
I said 35 points. I said if Bama beats Florida more than 35 points, you owe me $10. If not, I pay you.
All right.
You still good for that bet?
Yeah, I take it because I don't think it's going to be a 35-point blowout. I mean,
it's going to be more.
Seriously, man.
Brett, what you think?
Well, let's see. This is the way I would look at it. If Nick Saban decides to leave his starters in the whole game, in my opinion, it really depends on how bad Nick Saban wants to prove a point. Now, recently, in big games like this, he doesn't take his foot off the gas pedal because it's important for teams. That's true. It's important for teams to get as much playing experience in big games. It is. So if you go back and you look at the last game they played, it was 52-46, and it took every bit to do it.
Talking about last year. Yeah, last year.
Back in 2016, it was 54-16. Mm-hmm. Before that, the year before that, it was 29-15.
Yeah.
But every time that Alabama's ranked 1, 2, or 3, they're scoring, 40 to 50 points. Now, there has not, with the exception of last year, you ready for this? With the exception of last year, there has only been one game since 1999 that Florida has scored more than 21 points against Alabama.
That was 2008 when they beat us with Tebow, right? Was it that game?
Yeah. Well, excuse me. I'm talking about when they've lost.
What was the score?
When Florida has lost, they've not scored more than 21 points. Even when they've won, they've never scored more than 31. You have to go back all the way to 1996 before they scored more than 45 points against Alabama, period. Well, with the exception of the championship game last year.
Oh, my gosh.
Yeah.
Jay Whiting says Gus looks like Bubbles on the Trailer Park Boys.
Hey.
Have you seen Trailer Park Boys, Brett?
No.
Look up Bubbles, Trailer Park Boys, and tell me if it's not Gus. That's a great show. Great movies, too. Oh, Jay Whiting might have hit the nail on the head on this one.
Oh, God. There's something wrong with y'all.
He looks how he sounds.
Gus looks like, oh, my goodness. Melissa says, I have 52-24 Alabama and 45-17 Georgia.
That's a great. Hey, Buckeyes know about that score, man. Score the Natty. Let's go. Woo! God, I missed last year.
Ballard.
I don't care. I don't even care what we do. I don't even care what we do this year.
You know what that hat you
I
kind of
don't
like
care.
a ventriloquist dummy?
A what?
A ventriloquist dummy?
I look like what? Oh, God. Ain't nobody sticking their hand in me.
Every time I see him with that hat, I got to pick on him a little bit.
Oh, how
Trench is
they
going
love
to
the
look like a clown during the Bama game. True.
So here's what I think. I think that this is one of the biggest games on Alabama's schedule. I think that this game has an intimidation factor to it, that they're looking to make a statement. I think that there's also an experience factor where they want these players to play in these big games. So you're not going to see the third string super early.
Yeah.
I think Alabama is going to come out there. They're going to make a statement, and they're going to stand on Florida's neck for all 4 quarters. I don't think don't think Florida's going to score 2 touchdowns. I think that Alabama's going to score over 50. So to me, if you're asking me if they're going to score more than 35 points over Florida, I would say yes. I'm looking for this. What's that?
I was going to say I'm reading some. Yeah.
No, go ahead. There's a bit of a lag.
I was just going to read a score prediction. Someone put an article out about the game on fansided.com, Cody Williams, and he predicted a 38-20 victory for Bama.
So,
really bad score.
I would be more inclined to believe a 60-3 score than I had believed 38-20. I don't think you're giving that Alabama defense enough credit.
Do y'all really think that? No, that was him. I'm giving our defense all the credit in the world here. My concern, if anything, is the O-line, because it really didn't look that great against Mercer. Bryce Young, yes, he looked good and was able to get the ball off, but, man, they could have gave him a little bit better protection because he was having to scramble a little bit, you know.
That's part of it. That's part of his package, is his ability to scramble.
Right.
Hey, Brett, can you do me a favor? Can you highlight Maddie's last comment?
Maddie, this one.
Yeah, that's such a great comment.
I didn't even read it.
Well,
that was messed up, man.
You, Maddie.
So for me,
so bad.
This is the way I look at it. I'm looking at the fact that I think that Alabama wants to make a statement. I think this is the first game where they can really solidify that statement. I think everybody's found out that Miami's going to fall off the map here. They can dominate another Florida team.
Mm-hmm.
They're going to be more than fine with doing that. They're going to walk in there, and it's going to be start to finish Alabama show all day, every day. And there's not going to be
Right.
I don't care that it is played in Gainesville. This is going to be a whooping.
Right.
Just plain and simple. Alabama is
Well,
going to come out there and
here's the
make
thing,
a statement. Go ahead.
Yeah, I was just gonna say I put my preview and prediction out today for the game, and I went with a 34-14 score. And the only reason why I only gave Bama 34 points is because something we really don't think about much when we're predicting scores, like, oh yeah, we're going to score all these points. But if you really come down to think about it, you got to think of clock management. Are they really going to have enough time in this game to score 40 points with Emory Jones out there running in circles, killing up clock?
I don't think that's going to happen. I think you're going to see a lot of 3 and outs. I really do. I think you're going to see.
Yeah, because we'll be eating up clock if we chase them.
No, I mean a drive that goes down the field, a good drive will take 7-8 minutes off the clock. A 3 and out, even if you're good,
right,
is only going to take off about 2 to 3 minutes. And if you're losing, trying to grind clock is not a winning recipe.
That's true. That's fair.
So I think you're going to see early on Florida's going to get down and they're just going to look at the dirt. And they're going to go, there's no way we can beat this team. And then they're just going to get rolled on.
Regardless of outcome of the game, I'm just excited. I know they did face off last year, but that was really great because I have been waiting for that. Because let's just be honest. I know Georgia has controlled the East quite a bit in like the last 4 or 5 years, whatever it's been. But, you know, when Bama and Florida meet, even though we don't expect much this year from Florida or whatever, it has been some good games, especially you go back all the way to Tim Tebow. And, I mean, they even met in the first ever SEC title game. So, I mean, they've had some historic and memorable matchups, and it's just always great when these teams hit the field together. So, I just wish we saw it more often.
Yep, but the problem is, Ballard, Tim Tebow is nowhere near that field. Emory Jones and Richardson are nowhere near.
Hey, just so you know,
no Kyle Pitts.
At the Clemson game, Trevor Lawrence was in the stands, and that didn't help them either.
Yeah. No, but he got a really nice hoodie and some pants out of it.
So they benched him, right? So they benched him, right?
I don't know. Oh, man. Let me see here. I'm trying to pull up something real quick.
Yeah, man, I'm glad you got that PayPal link, man. That YouTube, that's ridiculous how much they take.
Yeah, that's one of them things I was like, what?
Did you order yourself the PayPal card?
What's that?
Did you order yourself the PayPal card?
Not yet. I mean, I've just started doing this stuff. So
mine came in the mail 2 days ago, man, and it's free and worth it. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I guess that's what I'll look into. So if you when you transfer money from PayPal to a regular bank account, they charge you for that, right?
I don't think so. That's another reason it's cool to have the card, because you can use the card like a debit card and it doesn't charge you anything.
I got you. All right, guys. Well,
I don't think it charges you, but it takes a couple days to process.
I got you. Well, I guess I'll order the card tonight then. Well, guys, my my internet battery's about dead on my internet, so I'm gonna go ahead and call it a night here. I don't want this thing to just cut off in the middle of the stream. So
I got you, man. Thanks for having me on, dude.
I appreciate you guys joining the show. We'll catch you guys next time. You guys can hit that link if you like. We really appreciate it. Thank you guys so much. Have a great day.
Give him some credit. He's doing it in there.
Banned from studio. Banned guest. Congratulations. Have a great day. God bless. God almighty. Go Dogs.